Test with without sticking it down on the I could just about hold it. So I've done two tests before. The red is with the silicone ear held on. I think it might have been in, I can't remember which angle I had it at. I might have had it that way, or I might have had it this way. Yeah, I suppose I've got to orientate it around, move it around, or to do to see how the frequency changes. But with the silicone ear, it gave a hump. The peak mostly, roughly looking at this, it's suddenly we stopped scratching the carpet, probably around about 5.4 kilohertz. And then it shallows down, but the blue, which is without the silicone ear, is like so, and of course round the ranges of 10 kilohertz and such, goes up a little bit at 12 kilohertz. It drops down a little bit due to the I'm using the JBL Control 12SR behind the screen, the center channel, and some of the raising peak that starts sort of kind of a little bit after 2 kilohertz somewhere. Of course, got to have the microphone exactly in the same position, so you know, because even the slightest little bit of deviation up and down, side to side, it can change the positioning of the frequency. Yeah, to make it clinical sort of thing. Anyway, I'll do again. So I'll have the camera facing forward. Hang on, go to test. Hang on. So the microphone will be behind the camera head because the camera's in front, so I can't quite swivel it around. Anyway, I'll do several positions with the microphone, the ear that way, and then I'm going to turn it around and such, and maybe tilt it this way and that way. So I'll do a few, see how it looks. So I'll do, roughly, I can't quite remember the say. I think this is about the same. Oh gosh, I just realised the camera's going to be in the way, and that can disrupt the frequency. So particularly on the high frequency. So I'll just move the camera over. Just realised. Yeah, keep it about there. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit different. Let's turn the ear round, turn the angle round. Yeah, that's more or less, yeah, I think that's more or less the same angle I had it before when testing it for the red one, because the green overlay is kind of more or less with the red. The orange is with it at a different position. Okay, I'm going to put it on a horizontal position now, aiming towards the right side of the wall. Let's just move it in that position there, hold it. Oh, it's best, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'll just keep it with those because this basically is a right ear, so if I were to try and turn it around for the left side, you know, it'd be like me. I've got to turn fully around in the room sort of thing, so because I haven't used the, I haven't done put a hole in this one yet for this left ear. But let's look at the results to get a guesstimation. Pretty interesting because, you know, you adjust the high frequencies, but sometimes you need some high frequency, but some certain high frequencies can be a little bit, you know, and other frequencies are not going to be as harsh or something, and those sort of frequencies need to be elevated a little bit, or you got to tune the tweeter or tune the HF horn to be so that upper higher frequencies can be just about perceived. And of course there's the room and all that, so if I took all the I still got to put all the rest of the acoustical treatment back up in that corner there, and I've got to make a different special modification, so I have to put some, clean the wall up, take off the rest of the foam up there, take the rest of it off up here, just where it's just before in front of the window, because I've got a panel that I can fit in there that's got foam on it. But I'm not using it at the moment. It's okay because it's not that cold at the moment. But I've got to put some Velcro on some cardboard and then put the foam tiles on it, and then I can attach it to the wall and then do more or less similar over this side. Just so if I have to take the screen down, you know, it'll take a while, you know, just kind of like a cinema sort of thing, you know, taking the screen down. Oh, big deal, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. That's still really a big deal. You know, if I had to get behind the screen, I only have to move it so far this way a little bit at an angle, and then I can just get in, take out the bass drivers or the HF horns, or to maybe make an alignment on the compression driver, or maybe replace a diaphragm that might have blown, but not often. And anyway, let's go back and look at these frequency sweeps. They're quite interesting. Low frequencies more or less stay in the same place because they're omnidirectional. It's when it gets up to the high frequencies. Okay, let's go back to, let's click that one off and click that one off, click that one off. Okay, that was the original ones I did earlier on before I started the video. Let's click the blue one off, right, for now. That's just the blue one. Go back to it. The blue one is with without the silicone ear attached, so it's like so. And with the silicone ear attached, it gives a frequency rise. Bit similar to how I was using blue tack earlier with tests, and put in blue tack, wrapping it round to make a cylindrical tube. I mean, it wasn't accurate, kind of sort of thing. It gave more of a very high peak rise around around the 4 kilohertz range, so it would have been a bit down this end sort of thing, peaking, and then the actual shape of the frequency I think is a little bit different. I think I still got a I think I might only have it on a video. I don't think I took a screen capture of the I think it's on another video where the shape of the graph is, and then, like I say, every ear canal on the species on the planet is going to be a different shape, different diameter, different depth, and so forth, and the species, you know, if I were to test my cats, I don't know what their resonant frequency is. I'm sure if I look it up, I'm sure I'll find that information. But for now, this is human hearing consumption. You know, it doesn't matter how high your bloody frequencies go on your bloody you know, on your Blu-rays or your bloody music CDs, you know, because your speakers, you know, even if they can, and providing your amplifier can, and, you know, pretty pointless, because you're only going to entertain your animals. You're only going to entertain pets at frequencies more or less starting from probably maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 kilohertz going upwards, you know, and up to 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,000 kilohertz. You're only going to entertain dogs and cats. Okay? So take note, audiophiles, because I think you're bloody crackers, you people. Because unless you're a bloody cybernetic organism with a CPU, and you've got a bloody frequency range up to about 200,000 kilohertz, well then, good luck. For now, we'll keep to reality. I'm going to put the green one, hang on, whoops, go down there, green. Okay, the green one, which I did earlier, that falls more or less within the same frequency range. It's just a little bit, you know, out of position, because I can see a little bit of red there. That's just because, like I was saying, if the microphone is just moved slightly, the frequency is going to be different. If it was kept in the same position, took the ear off, put it back on, and so forth, the frequency should still stay the same. Unless there is a glitch in the REW, but the only way you could test that is with going through the sound card and doing repeated tests, because it would be a little bit more clinical, because the frequency response should stay the same first time, every time, and it wouldn't be all jagged like that. It will be like flat, you know, perfect, like you're on the grid, like in Tron, you know. It'll be like as it is inside the computer. But once it comes out into the world, everything goes out into the world, frequencies, they change. And that's just the fact. That's just the fact. You know, that's the way it's always been for billions of years, and it can't be undone. That's just the way it is. You could probably try to get it like perfect in a room by doing room treatments and putting certain materials on the wall, and to try and get, you know, but oh gosh, that's a lot of work. That is a tremendous amount of work. I mean, never mind trying to do it with computer simulations, and you got to actually do it, you know, and see what's working and what isn't working, trial and error, you know. But you know, it doesn't matter, because still it's going to be all, you know, it's always going to have a little, you know, something. But that's just the way it is, and that's how we hear the real world sometimes. Random frequencies, you know. Sometimes we think we can, but we can't. Unless you've got a bloody RTA analyzer carrying it around with you all the time, for those that are into sound, and then you think, you know, you're looking like monitoring around like a tricorder, and then you see high peak frequencies and think, wonder where that's coming from. Or could it be, you know, and can you actually hear it, sort of thing? You may not, because it may show up nice and, you know, on the microphone, on the RTA analyzer, but your hearing range might be down there, whereas on the RTA analyzer, it's like, woo, it's not. If you were like a teenager or what, you might hear it, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Anyway, That's the green one, so that more or less came in position. So when I had the ear in that position, that was for green. And when I had it for orange, I had it turned around this way. And let's look at the orange one. I'll click the green one off, put the orange one on. There we go. It's just marginally different. Marginally a little bit different. Notice it goes up, down, and then it goes back up again, and then down. So it's kind of doing a few things. You know what? I'm not going to bloody EQ to try and compensate all that, because it's impossible. And you got to alter the room, like Darth Vader said in the original 20th Century Fox Star Wars trilogies, you know, like, I altered the deal, I altered the EQ, pray I don't alter it any further. You know, you gotta mess around with the room itself, and you'll be doing that until you're blue in the bloody face and you feel like, I think it's good enough as it is now, that's enough. But you'll sooner or later you'll go back to it and you'll start having a go at it again. You just basically take a break, you know, before you crack up. Okay, click the orange one off. Go to the pale blue one. And that one there was with the ear facing in that direction with the microphone, more or less keeping the microphone more or less close enough into the same orientation position. And interesting how it's almost, but it only deviates a little bit, You know, a friend said, you know, I don't want a home cinema like your room. I don't want it looking like a cinema or whatever. I want it simple, because it's also a living room. I should say, look, I can't sell you this AVR if you ain't going to utilise it to its full of potential. Sorry, I can't sell it. I'm trying to sell another one of my Marantz AVRs with Dolby Atmos, an SR 6D12, but I was going to let it go for very, very cheap for a friend. But if it was just Joe Blog, it would just be a little bit higher, but it wouldn't be the retail price that I brought it for. It would be just a little bit less, but I can't sell something where someone's going to use these crappy, god-awful, bloody Dolby-enabled bloody speakers firing bloody sound up at the ceiling crap. Absolutely not. And I wouldn't sell my AVR to my friend unless he's put the speakers in first, and then I'll sell it. Because it's like you sell something to someone and then he doesn't fit the speakers up. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's like, how do I put my speakers up? What do you mean, how do you put your speakers up on the ceiling? Crying out loud. He knows how to do that. It's just like typical bloody, like, you know. And then Dolby Labs, you know, if Dolby Labs didn't, you know, it would be like, no, there is no, You either stick them on the ceiling or you don't use the format. It's as simple as that, you know. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get, you ain't gonna hear it proper, you know. And then you can't brag to all your friends. You got overhead speakers on the ceiling. You got these crappy enable speakers. Oh dear. Anyway, how would it sound if I did the frequency sweep with the overhead surround? How much recording time have I got on this? I think I can just slip it in. I think I can just slip it in. Okay, come on, sir, move. Come on, move. Move, Sooty. Come on. Good boy. Okay, I'll just put the, hang on, whoa, that's the front one I've got on, not the middle. adjust the dials on the amplifiers. I haven't got it on a DCX in the room where I could just do it easily. Anyway, okay, let's mute the center channel. I should have one of my overhead surrounds operational. Okay, I need to turn that fader down a little bit because it's a little bit peaky high, loud. Or I can adjust the audio mixer level. Now this is just behind me, or behind the camera up there, so it's just height number 2, left channel. Okay, I'm going to do the frequency sweep with the microphone in a few positions. So I'll go that position, then I'll go at that angle, or rather I have to go at that angle, yeah, because it's a right ear, isn't it? Anyway, I'll move it around in a few directions, I'll explain later on. Okay, that's a sweep without the, let's turn these off. And that one. Okay, it's not bad from the overhead surround. If anyone wants to disagree with that, I couldn't care less. That's pretty damn good for a JBL Control 5. Okay, I'll put the ear on. I'm gonna turn it at, you know, I'm not gonna, it's because it's not like I'm, you know, listening with my ear that way, well, head turned that way, so I'm going to put it that way. So I'll just get a frequency sweep. Okay, look at those results. That's kind of, whoops, what did I press there? Kind of moved the, what's it? Let's go back to that. Oh yeah, it's just that. It's okay. It's okay. Looking at that, a little bit of rise going around after about 1.5 kilohertz, going up about 2 and drops down again. Let's go to put some smoothie on it. What should we have? 148? Yeah. Okay, look at that. Look at that. So the yeah, the brown one was without the ear, and oh yeah, the microphone was in, if I try and remember, I think it was in an upright position. So I'll just do that again. I'll just repeat that and do it again and put it off axes. Okay, let's put a smoothie on it. Not really that much of a big difference there. Just besides the orientation, it's just like when you move your head just a little bit. When you play pink noise, the pink noise is going to go like on high frequency. It's like, it's just going to change just because of the orientation of your ear, where it's like when you put your hands around your ear, you make the sound that amplify it, and then you think, well, you only need to turn the sound down a little bit. We put our hands around our ears, you know, we can turn it down a little bit, you know what I mean? Okay, it's, that was with the ear, the silicone ear. Yeah, interesting how that response looks compared to, let's put the red one, no, hang on, the red one from the front. Oh, keep going up over there when I should be going down here. Okay, and that's with a smoothie in it, isn't it? So with a smoothie, oh yeah, let's put some smoothing on it. Yeah, so that's with the ear for the center channel, right? Yeah, I can see that. So really, I think a bit of attenuation needs to be adjusted slightly. Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do here to get my atmosphere really ooh nice. And all it is just using your marbles and a few simple tools. Go and get a silicone here and do these tests, and yeah. Anyway, you get the idea, yeah? I think that's the end of the tour. I think that's the end of that. So, yeah.